Lake Minnewanka here is basically a wind tunnel. It's a really long, sort of narrow lake that sort of snakes through. So the lake will come up really quick. And for thousands of years, the Aboriginal peoples of this area were very respectful and wary of the lake. One of the legends I had heard was that they thought it was a portal to another world, and evil spirits would come out, and one of them was this mer monster, because the lake would come up really quick. They were in their canoes, get flipped over, and then they're in this really cold water. And the thinking is the sensation of hypothermia could be misconstrued as being pulled down under the water. So I think that's where that mer monster legend came from. I've also heard that the Stonies used it as a warning to their children. It's because the lake's a little dangerous, and a boogeyman story to keep them out of trouble, I guess.
We had a gentleman in the early century by the name of Norman Luxton, and he saw that as an opportunity to market the place. He also, from what I heard, was owner of the Kraken Canyon. So he sent out a press release telling people, I'm going to catch this monster. He went out, shut down the business for a week, came back a week later, sent out another press release saying, I caught the lake monster and you are good to come and see it. He would charge a nickel for you to see this. And it was actually not at all caught in this lake. It's really hard to read what's on this piece of paper, but this is actually a copy of what's at the White Museum. This is an invoice from a company called Bot of J. Cummings. And it basically tells you the description of this creature, and it was bought by a make-your-own monster company in Yokohama, Japan. I asked people if they actually believe in lake monsters, and you get about 10 people out of 40 that'll say yes, and they all mention Nessie, Loch Ness, or Ogopogo from the Okanagan. And I tell them this story, but actually I asked them, how many of you believe in lake monsters? And then I tell them I'll make them a believer. So we do make them a believer. By the end of the cruise, when I'm telling them what the lake monster is all about, it's actually about hypothermia. So that's the name of the lake monster, hypothermia.